Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to the We All Juggle Knives channel. I've got a big blade review for you today. This is a Malaysian Golok. It comes with that nylon sheath. The blade length on this is 12 1/4 inches, and the steel is 5160 carbon steel. It has a convex edge. Now the handle on these is very much upgraded. Your normal blades from Malaysia would have a hollow plastic handle secured by a pin, right? The way they've done this, it's virtually indestructible. Here is a size comparison for you. We have the K-Bar Becker BK9, the SE Hunglas, and then the Golok. And above that is a Parang by the same company. All right, lots of usage footage now. Here it is clearing soft vegetation. All right, so you can use this for that typical machete task. Here it is chopping a branch. The branch is kind of hard, but this will go through. Right, so I hope you're all doing well these days. I had a lot of fun testing out this Malaysian Golok. Remember, here's another thing you can do with it. Every part of this, including the flat and the spine, can be used as a tool. All right, here it is splitting some wood. Now, I'm not suggesting that this is the main or only purpose of the Golok by any means, right? But it's an easy test, and I wanted to show you that this is a very strong blade. Now, one thing you should know, these Goloks have differential hardening, which means the edge is hardened for edge retention, and then the body and the tang of this item is kept less hard, and that is for toughness. The end result is that these will never snap, these will never break. If you were to apply a huge amount of force to it, rather than snapping, it would bend. And theoretically, you could even bend it back. Another feature of these, they have a tapered tang. So the tang is thicker up towards where the guard would be, right? So that's where most of the force would hit when you chop with this. And then it tapers to a point. The tapered tang is great for distributing force. These are bomb-proof. Used every single day, right, in the rural areas of Malaysia, right? Proven as a very reliable cutting tool. Now, this type of blade is good for the tropics, but does it have a place? Does it have a use in the wooded hills of North America, which is where I reside right now? Well, absolutely. I mean, you might use it for different things because we have different vegetation. We have more harder wood, but this has plenty of use in North America, right? For one thing, you can split wood. Here it is doing some carving. All right, sped this footage up a little bit, but that's another traditional use. You know, you can carefully, it's basically you're removing chips until you get the shape you want. But there is plenty of use for this in many environments besides the jungle. For example, in brushlands, you can use this for trailblazing. I could see this being used in a swamp for various things just because the vegetation is softer, which is similar to a lot of it in the tropics. You know, half my family is still in the Philippines, and they could certainly use this over there. All right, so one trick is just I carry some sandpaper with me, weighs virtually nothing, and I can use it to smooth out whatever I carve. You could also use a smaller knife, carry a mora too. But yeah, carving a spike, or if you imagine that was longer, kind of the point of a spear, is another use. Alright, I took this out and did some test chopping. Now, if you really had a log that big, you're going to use a woodsman's axe or maybe a saw, so I'm not suggesting you take on a log like that with only about a 12-inch blade. This was more just to show you that it is a very strong item and to test out the comfort of the handle. Now, my edge, I kept the edge broad, right? Because like if you're going to split hard firewood, it's better to have a broad edge. But if I so chose, or if you chose, you could give it a very fine edge and then it would bite more deeply for stuff like this. But nonetheless, so you see my handiwork. I did a lot of test cutting and just durability testing. All those were cut, right, chopped with this Golok. And yeah, it stood up to everything I dished out to it. Here is the nylon sheath on the belt. So it has a belt loop, it has a Velcro retaining strap, and it also has 3 straps where you can mount extra pouches or a smaller knife. Right, so final thoughts. Love the handle. This is indestructible. It all contributes to making this an end of the world survival tool. Definitely a workhorse. I will be reviewing that parang you see there, so if you haven't already subscribed and you want to see that reviewed, go ahead and subscribe. That will be coming soon. I do plan to get another item from this same brand, and it made no sense to get the new one if I don't review these. So as my reward for busting out 2 reviews of these, I'm going to buy a third from my parang. Because I did see they had a model with a very interesting blade shape, basically a more pointed version. So that'll be coming as well. I hope you enjoyed this review. Check out the links below if you want to browse these items. Those links do help the channel. And be advised that super thanks are now enabled for this channel for many countries. That is the heart icon next to the thumbs icons, and that allows you to support this channel directly. Yes, making videos does take time and energy and effort and care. And no, I don't do this as charity because you guys are not charity cases. My viewers are hard workers that know value. All right, this has been We All Juggle Knives. I'm out.